Hello, hello. And I am Annabelle, wild and wise woman, life expansion expert. And welcome to Quintessence, this new podcast where we look at what is your magic. And so today I am here with Stephanie, and Stephanie is business and mindset alignment coach. So her little tagline is where ambition meets freedom and strategy meets soul, legacy days to last. So, Stephanie is a mindset and business alignment coach and the founder of Daring Legacy, which I'm sure you tell us more about. And success without sacrificing she guides impact driven leaders to align ambition, strategy, and success without sacrificing their identity or family life. That's hard, but we know it's possible. She helps entrepreneurs to build businesses that are both profitable and deeply aligned with who they are, so they can create lasting impact and a legacy they're proud of. Through a one-on-one collective coaching and her inspiring podcast, Epopée Business, Stephanie combines strategic clarity with intuitive depth. Beautiful. I love it. Her clients describe her as both powerful and gentle, with a unique ability to activate their inner fire while keeping them grounded in concrete results. For her, alignment is not a luxury. It is the shortest and most sustainable path between ambition and success. Stephanie embodies the mantra, everything is possible, no matter where you start. Woohoo! So good morning. Good morning, lovely Stephanie. You know that we've met through French Revolution and Oasis and with Olivia's World of Leader d'Elite. So yeah, I'm very happy actually to do this interview in English with you. And so let us know introduce yourself a little bit more. Tell us more about you.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you very much, Annabelle, for inviting me and having creating this area
Mhm.
for your audience and for the world, I would say, because I really trust in impact and I see already the impact you can have on the world. So thank you for that. Yeah, so a bit more intimacy in this presentation.
Yes.
I'm Stephanie. I'm 43, nearby 44 in
Ooh.
few months.
Ooh.
Uh, I'm a partner in love for 22 years now and a mother of three. And I think this is conditioning as well my mission and the vision of Daring Legacy. Because for me, success, the definition of success is really unique to who you are and the way you want to do things. And for me, my essentials are me, my children, my husband. We are married now for 15 years this year. My mother, my brothers, my family, my friends. And for me, it's just no way to my success is just taking me out of my essentials. So that's why I think and what I feel is that the word of business, but the word in general needs to be more aligned. As I said, as you said, alignment for me is not a luxury, is a truth, is your path, is the most sustainable because sustainability for me, it's the most important thing is not only, to have the fire today and then to throw it away, is more about sustainability. And for me, this alignment is the most sustainable path to lasting impact and legacy.
Mm, lovely, lovely. So tell me, have you always been an entrepreneur, or Have you had like a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday job, working for other people, or and then what was the path from changing that and wanting to do more and the call? When did you get this call? Um, so and then you get the call and then you find the magic, and so then we'll go to the magic. Okay, so when was this call?
For me, the call was already in me since I was born, but I think I have hidden it a bit in a part of my life. So when I was a child, I was all of joy, all of sharing with other people, already a leader, already sharing ideas, already thinking a bit out of the box and like loving adventure and doing amazing things and so on. And at the age of 7, a bit more, I lost my father, and I still have a little brother. We were 3.5 at that time. So, and my mother had to work a lot, so she wasn't a lot at home at that time.
Mm.
So, from this time, was September 1999. 89, um, I'd become, from child to adults.
Mm.
So I had to do. So there was no more space for just thinking about things on what you want. It was just, okay, now we have to eat. So in order to let my mother doing her job, to being here with us, to just feed us and make sure we were still living in that home and so on. I had to take care of me and my brother,
Yeah.
and I had to do things. So there was
Wow.
really no more space for thinking. And from that time to um, I would say around 9, I knew, I can't tell you why, but I knew that I wanted to become um, marketing manager, international marketing manager. My parents are Spanish. I'm living in France, born in France. So I'm feeling half and half, a bit Spanish, a bit French. So for me, the intercultural world is in me.
Yeah.
And I grown up in a city with a lot of diversity of cultures, of religions, of color of things, of skin, and that's why for me diversity is so important. So I knew that, and I knew that for me to be in planes would be my life, and the freedom to travel would be very important for me. So I just follow the path to go there. So
Yeah.
it was really easy for me to be the follower. To go there you have to go through that.
Thanks.
Around teenager age, I begin to be a bit go through a bit rebellion, and um, so doing going out with bad boys and so on, doing a bit bad things, um, just to feel alive inside, and to reconnect with the child I was.
Mhm.
But most important than that at this time was the reputation of my mother. And the reputation of my mother was for me a no way that they could say that she wasn't a good mother for us,
Mm.
because she has to be the mother and the father.
And because what you did had a reflection on who she was. So this understanding at this age is amazing, because so many teenagers, they don't even think, they're just into themselves, which is just the age, the rebellion, everybody's go through it which a different way. You know, some people are suppressed, some people are overdoing it. So, but to understand that there is a lot of maturity, you know, to
Yeah.
be able to have that. So I can see, you know, you had early maturity.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, it's disconnected me to who I was really inside. And so realizing that for me at that time it was more important for me to be the good example for my brother and a good girl for my mother and having girls results at school and so on, and I loved school, so it was okay for me and easy. So I began to put myself into the good way, into the good path, and that's it. So finally, after doing my superior school studies, so after my master, I directly became Southern Europe marketing manager. So I
Yeah.
had the job I just dreamed of for the next in 10 years. I got it, the first job. So it was really amazing for me.
Yes.
And the call came after.
Going.
So
Still
then
going. It's in there. It's in
the
there.
call was just, it was something inside. So I were doing well my job. I had a lot of promotions and doing my job. I was promoted leader of an internal women network in General Electric, so it's not a small one. It was a really great job and assumptions and so on. But I feel that something was missing, and there I feel that it was time for me to go where really my heart and my soul have to go.
That's when she comes in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Queen of Wands, you know, she's there. She's like, she's got the fire and the passion, and there's nothing that's going to stop her. And I can
Oh yeah.
feel that in you, you know, and the way I've met you, I can feel like this passion and this drive that you have. Um, so then you find your magic. And so what is your magic? So my magic is activating leaders to turn paradoxes into power, to align ambition with freedom, strategy with soul, so their legacy is both daring and lasting. I love, you know, the strategy with soul and the ambition and freedom, you know, and the paradoxes into power, because we have both sides, don't we? So
Yeah.
tell me, you know, from that on, how your magic came to you. Like, what was the most important? Because you have the Queen on Wands today, and then you have integrity. And so it's like, okay, we keep going, but we keep going only with integrity. And I can
Yeah.
see how that is so much you. And I love, you know, the card. It's so, you know, really.
Yeah, it feels me so, enthusiastic and passionate about it because it's exactly that.
Yes.
It's just, I'm more a woman of ends than a woman of ors. So what I mean is that, of course, you can reach ambition and impact. And my trust is that my feeling, my very uh, powerful feeling is that you have most impact when your ambition is really aligned with who you are inside, with your soul. And for me, the definition of success depends on everyone, and is not okay for me to have success without an integrity. Integrity is part of me. Ethical is part of me. And even if I had to have less results, in
Mm-hmm.
facts, in what it shows, it's most successful for me to have it with integrity than to have bigger results without it. For me, it's just a nonsense.
Okay, amazing. So now I want to ask you, you know, you told you told everybody about losing your dad so early, and that's really a big thing. I think I know you just went through it, and that was your life, but I think it's to realize, how you lack role model in a masculine, and then you still did so much, and you took so much so early, and then you grew up very quickly and lacking the maybe the freedom of the child and the teenager to want to go and play and do all these things that are fun. But then, so what were your fears, and what was your difficult time? What
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What did you have to move over? Because we all have to move over something, and some people it's sickness, and some other people it's divorce, or just losing someone, losing a job, having to change fully life. So what was it for, and what are the fears and mindset that you had to change and to
Yeah.
realize first? To be able to change it, you have to realize in the first place, which, and then want
Yeah.
to change.
As I said, for me, the most difficult thing is that I was really used to, with being a good student. I've always used to achieved every ambition I had by doing the good things.
Yeah.
And when I meet entrepreneurship, was not going going exactly this way. I've done everything okay, everything, I had some mentors and very expert in what they do and so on. So I try to implement to my business what they do. But at the end, I saw that it was not working for
I
me.
know,
And that was very, very frustrating when you
I
are
know.
very used to succeed everything you do. I know it seems to be not really humble, but that's the reality.
Yes.
And but what I realized, so first I had to realize that okay, so it's not working. What's the problem? What's the real problem behind that? The real problem is that I've always been the follower
Mm.
before. Of course, to go there, I knew exactly the path to
Yeah.
go there and being the international marketing manager was okay. It was easy for me. It was not sometimes comfortable. I have to
Yeah.
study a lot and so on, but it was easy.
You did it.
And what I had to change was, um, and it comes through as well a crisis I had in my couple.
Mm-hmm.
And I did yoga nidra.
Oh.
And when I did this exercise, this experiments, I just had this word, I exist. And I was 36.
Ooh.
I exist. So I realized at that time that it's now time to exist for me, not for my mother, not for my brother,
Yeah.
not for my husband, not for my child,
Yes.
for me. I exist. And
Mm.
I think that going this way through this path just gives me, okay, now, Stephanie, if you exist, now you can't be the follower anyone in each part of your life. Sometimes you can be, and it's okay. You know to do it. You are you are an expert number two. But now you have to take the role of the number one.
Mm.
And when I realized at that time is what not really to be the number one that scares me. The reality behind this was, and beyond the questions of legitimacy, it was real the fear that not to be understood, and behind that is the fear of ending up alone
Mm.
on the journey.
Sure. We all have this fear. It's a deep fear. In the gene keys, studying the gene keys, it's
Yeah.
what keeps you in the shadow.
Yeah,
It's this fear of death and then the fear of being alone. Um, so this is a really big one, and for you to bring that to the surface and to realize that
yeah.
is huge.
And what did me to change my mind and to go ahead with that was when I had this crisis in my couple. I was surrounded by friends. As I told before, I was really used to all everything on my shoulders,
Mm.
to going forward and so on. And at that time, I just see that I just saw that I was surrounded by friends. And what I had realized is that, in fact, I'm not my mother, which is she doesn't have a lot of friends because she didn't have time. She dedicates her life to her children and so on. But
Mhm.
I'm not her, and I was able to make a community around me, and me with them is not just they are around me, I am around them as
Yeah.
well. But what I realized that um, I don't need to be understood anymore.
No.
What I need is to be supported.
Mm.
And I am, of course, my first support,
Yes.
but the opinion of my husband and my children are still important, but it's not about what I'm doing. What I need now, what I feel good with is that, okay, we are here. Whatever you do, whatever you will tell us, we are here around you.
Oh, I can feel that. This is wonderful. And so tell me now, we're just going to move into how you help your clients. And so you've been going through all your fears and having to move beyond. And what I can share here is for me, all the people I've been working with, uh, in a way, it's a bit difficult to face our fears and to face our shadows. But it's even more difficult, actually, to really realize who we are and who we really want to become. Because we've been trained often to think about what we don't want, and we are not trained to be in a gratitude and to be with what we want. So, how do you help your clients moving through all these kind of things?
Yeah, first of all, is as you said, is to really touch what I want. So, firstly, is asking you the question, what I really want,
Yes.
what I really want, and not about is not about what the society wants for me, what my education wants for me. So, is to be very grateful of all of that stuff just brings you of who you are today, and it's okay. But sometimes it's time to be disloyal with some values you had which are not supporting you anymore, to really contact and connect with your soul to
Mhm.
know exactly what you want for you. You exist. You
Yes.
exist. So what we you and it's sounds like it's easy, but it's not really. But to know in general what we want, it's some kind of simple. But to go in detail,
Deep, deep,
in the
deep
me
into the
deep,
soul.
deep, exactly to the point. So it's going through accept our shadows.
Yes.
Of course we are, and that's why I love work with paradoxes, because we are not only one thing.
No.
And what is the good, what is the bad? I don't know. I know my truth, but it's not the truth. So it's bringing them to their truth, and is not only asking, okay, what I really want to do is who I really want to be, how we how really want to feel. Important for me, the feeling, and how I want to do it. It's
Hmm.
not only about what I do, is who I am when I do it, with who I am when when I'm doing it.
Wonderful. And so now, can you tell us more about how you work? So you have one-on-one and you have groups. Just tell me about the structure, what you do, how it works for you. So you got your podcast. How long have you had your podcast?
So my podcast began 2 years ago, and it's named Epopée Business because for me the business is not a straight line. It's a journey, and I wanted to highlight the journey of entrepreneurs and impact-driven entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's important to say, okay, not all is shining in business, not all is shit, neither. Sorry for that. But is like life, is nothing personal. There are ups, there are downs. And it was really important for me to just that entrepreneurs can say their truth around this. So it's alive from yes, I think for 2 years now.
Hmm.
And regarding my coaching, so one-to-one, uh, I'm working. It's difficult for me to because of course it's always adapted to the
The
person,
person, yeah.
but I have I'm thinking about rayonnement business, which is the one with a journey in it. So
Yeah.
first of all, we are connecting to the vision. So
Yeah.
it's I'm exist, okay,
Mhm.
what I want to be, what I want to do.
Mhm.
So this is the vision, and after that, as I'm saying, I'm the bridge between the vision, the air,
Yeah.
and the earth, and the concrete. How to put it into
The
concrete?
rain, the rainbow bridge.
Yeah.
Bridge, and the rainbow serpent, and now I'm working with a rainbow dragon to help
Yeah.
me do that. And
So you have, the path of
so usually you
vision,
program,
positioning,
yes,
the customers you want really to work with, and
yes,
not the one you think you have to,
super,
business model and so on. And of course, it is moving in there, and sometimes we are doing creative things in there. Of course, it's most of all questions I'm asking to you, and that's it. And for the collective one is to be surrounded. As I said before, my first fear, and I feel as well the first one of the
many,
people I could say in entrepreneurship is to feel alone. So
yes.
to be together, not with the same vision, not with the same
Oh,
truth,
but
but by diversity. So my customers in my collective spaces are working in diverse service type of business. There are
wonderful.
accountability coach, therapist, training, lawyer, so it's
Okay.
diverse.
Very diverse, wonderful. I think, yeah, you're very much needed to create this new world that we are in, where we really bring together the heart and the mind, the soul and the doing, the feeling, the being, and the doing, all of that. So it's yeah, it's wonderful that you develop that and that you want to create your legacy, but helping others build their own legacy.
Yeah, and it's very important to me because legacy in general, what the idea of we have about legacy is what it's coming to me. And daring legacy is daring to
Create.
create our own legacy.
Yes.
So with all that builds you already as you are today, but as well creating this number one, this leader path to what you really want to see in life, in the world.
And so, sometimes it feels like all these words are the same word, but really the reality of it is that it's very difficult. And you've got mentors. We've had the same mentor, so we know we need help, and then we love to give help. And this is this world of being together, and really it's to heal this big wound of humanity, of this illusion of separation, that we are separated one of one another. And so for sure, when we meet in group, in community, when we create communities of like-minded people, it's what I call community of coherence. So,
Hmm.
people are really meant to be together, and that's amazing. So that's what you're creating, and you're helping others create their own world. I think so. I think that's your magic. Your magic is the passion with integrity, creating community of currents. So here you go in my words. So to finish, can you tell us if there is something that where people can find you, if you have a freebie, how it works, yeah, to connect with you?
Yeah, the best way to connect with me is going to Instagram with Daring Legacy, and then we can discuss because my freebie is all my communication. Every post I do is
Yes.
giving really not only advices but questions as well,
Mm.
just to be a bit more close to who we are.
And your podcast, so your podcast is published. Where is it published?
It's published on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Okay. Very good. Wonderful. So thank you, thank you. We will finish now. And I love the fact that we've come in that group where we all want the same, leader elite. We are elite leaders, and we want to create a better world. And how in the differences, the heart is always the same. And so if there is one little tip that you want to leave with listeners, what would you say?
Is listening to yourself, to your real self, not the noise outside, and maybe not to wait as well that something just brings you to it. You exist. You exist.
Wonderful. You know what you need. You know what you need. You just got to go and look for it inside. Well, thank you so much. I'm very happy we're here, and this is going to be published in my group on different social media, on YouTube, and you get all the links. And so thank you for this wonderful interview with a Franco-Spanish woman in English. So I think this is
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
no problem. Bye. So I'm just going to stop.